Good afternoon, children. Hope you all are fine. And by now, you have got the half yearly exam, the routine of half yearly exam. And I hope you have started the revision work also. So, today we are going to discuss the exercise of chemical reaction, this chapter, the first part, as I told you before. And along with this, today we are going to discuss few questions which are important, or the type of questions which are important for the exam. Okay. And as I told you in the live class that which chapter, which portions you have to read, or which part you have to you can omit, those also I will be giving through the study material. But as I have checked that very few part is there which can be omitted. Okay, so through the video class only I'm telling you uh, which chapters and the parts or the portions of each chapter which you can omit. Okay, first of all, in chemical reaction, in chemical reactions, this chapter, that means chapter 6, here nothing to omit. Whichever is there in the book, for the first part, as I told you all, that the second part of this chapter we are not going to do in half yearly portion. Okay, that means this chapter starts from page number 68. So starting from 68, we are going to do up to page number 73. Okay, exercise 1 ends up in this page number 73. So up to 73 we are going to do, and here nothing to omit. So everything line by line you have to read from this part, from this portion. Okay, now come to this language of chemistry, this chapter. So here also nothing is there to omit. Everything which is there in this chapter you have to read thoroughly, line by line. Okay, and already I have discussed in the live class what kind of questions may come from this chapter. Okay, so those you have to follow, and for that uh, you have to read this chapter thoroughly, properly. Okay, so very important chapter this is, and so many those formulas and valencies, these things are there. From there so many questions are questions may come. Okay, so this chapter you have to with much importance you have to do this chapter. Now see chapter number 4, that is atomic structure, which we have already done in unit test portion. So here you can omit few things. You just note it down, this part. Atomic structure, this from this chapter, see this Dalton's atomic theory, this you have to do. Okay, subatomic particles or fundamental particles, this also you have to read. Okay, this part you have to just read once. Okay, and discovery of electrons, protons, neutrons, these three subatomic particles here, the experiments in discharge tube, these things are there. So this only you have to give a reading. And those experiments or description of the experiments will not come, as I told you that this time also we are going to take online test, and maximum questions will be objective type questions. Okay, 40 marks questions question will be there. That means the full marks is 40. And as we have done in unit test, so in the same pattern we are going to take the exam, and maximum questions will be in short form. Okay, in short type of questions will be there. So descriptive questions, or the experiment description of the experiments, or those suppose these things were, or the characteristics and all these things, this kind of write down the characteristics of solids, liquids, or electrons, protons, this kind of questions will not come. Okay, in that manner. But you have to, from this portion, short type of questions are there. If you read this chapter properly, you can understand that which kind of questions may come from this. Okay, the charges of electrons, protons, and neutrons, their mass and all, how we represent these things, these questions may come in short form. Okay, so you can't omit any line from this. But the descriptive type of parts, this no need to means for exam no need to prepare this in that manner. Okay, you have to just have a give a read to this. Okay, properties of electron, proton and neutrons, these things, who discovered these three subatomic particles, these are also important. Okay, so this from this portion, from all the portions, short type of questions are there. Okay, so that you do. Acha, Rutherford's experiment, alpha particle scattering experiment, this also you have to give a read. Okay, no need to means prepare this in this manner, because the scope of this experiment or that kind of question is not there. Okay, we can't give this kind of questions there in this pattern. In the same manner, Rutherford's atomic model, this also you have to read. Okay, all those points you have to read carefully. Short questions, short type of questions will come from this. And here, structural stability of an atom, this part you can omit. Next, after that, modern model of an atom, these things you have to read. Atomic number, mass number, you know, these are important. Okay, this table and all, nothing to omit here. Isotopes, this is not there in the curriculum and we have not done this also. That's why this part, isotopes, you can omit. Okay, but again, arrangement of electrons, that means electronic configuration, and this electronic configuration of the elements, this we have done. And how the electrons are arranged for first 20 elements, this also we have done. So this you have to do. Okay, what kind of questions may come from this part, let me tell you. Suppose if I draw a electronic configuration, suppose the electronic configuration of sodium. Okay, electronic configuration of sodium. So sodium's atomic number is 11, we know. So electrons are arranged in this manner, 2 8 1. Okay, so in the first shell, in K shell 2, in L shell 8, and in M shell 1. So M shell is this is the valence shell. We know that this is the valence shell, that means this is the last shell for this element. So suppose the question comes in this manner, that write down what is the number of electron present in the valence shell of sodium. So what is the number of electron present in the valence shell of sodium? That the answer will be 1. Okay, so as M shell is the valence shell for sodium and only 1 electron is there in this shell, so the answer will be 1. Okay, or the question may come in this manner. Suppose how many electrons are there in the L shell for sodium? So the answer will be 8. So this kind of questions are there from this chapter, so you have to prepare in this manner. Okay, so like sodium, other elements are also there, so from there also the question may be in this manner. We can do the frame the question. Achha, valency, variable valency, these things are there, you know. Radicals, their valencies, these are important. Next, Achha, see, from language of chemistry, matter, let me finish this part first. Matter, here also nothing to omit. Okay, it's a small chapter and several times you have done this chapter. So here nothing to omit, and which parts are important, which points are which are the important topics or points from this chapter, you know that very well. So do that in that way. Okay, so what kind of questions are also there, which are important questions, that also you know. So do in that way. Next, and at the same time, with this class I will be giving a kind of revision test or like that. So in that manner I will be giving a worksheet, so you just follow that, solve that. Okay, so if you read the book, if you read all these chapters thoroughly, you can easily answer those questions. Okay, so those kind of from there you can get a idea what kind of questions may be there in the exam. So this I hope this will be helpful for you all. So this is now from this chemical reaction, this chapter, exercise 1 that was left, so this we are going to discuss today. Achha, see, first of all, achha, as we have very less time for the exam, so the definitions and this kind of as I told you all that this kind of questions can't be framed in this as we are taking the test online, so here we can't give this kind of questions. So this type of questions which are there in the exercise, this I'm telling you how to write. You know this from the book only, we will be getting all the answers. So just now you see, and these things now no need to write right now, no need to write this in the copy. You just follow that questions. Okay, you just follow the questions and the answers which are relevant for this exam, those you first do. Achha, next see, the first question, define a chemical reaction. This very well you can do from the book only, it's there. Achha, what happens during a chemical reaction? So what happens here, see, I'm telling the page number, you can mark it. During a chemical reaction, what happens? The rearrangement of the bonds occur. So this you have to write a bit. Okay, so rearrangement of the, first of all, the bonds will break, and then we will be getting the new bonds. The new bonds will form. Okay, so during a chemical reaction, see, in figure number 6.1, it's there, breaking of bonds and formation of new bonds. This we are going to see during a chemical reaction. Okay, next, what do you understand by a chemical bond? So this chemical bond is the definition of chemical bond is given there in the book. So from there you can write, a chemical bond is the attractive force that holds the atoms of a molecule together in a compound. Okay, so this is a chemical bond. Now see, give one example of each which illustrate the following characteristic of chemical reaction. Okay, evolution of gas, change of color, change in state. So example of reactions where we can observe this kind of these changes, that you have to write here. So you know what to write and the examples. So from the book you will be writing that. Next question, see, how do the following help in bringing about a chemical change? Okay, those conditions are there. So pressure, light, catalyst and heat, where there are different reactions which will occur only when we will this pressure or these conditions, when we will provide these conditions, the reaction will occur. So those examples you have to write, and along with this you have to explain a bit. Okay, define catalyst, this also you can do. What are positive catalyst and negative catalyst? Support your answer with one example for each of them. Okay, this also you can write. For positive catalyst, one example, the reaction along with the what is the need of the catalyst, or what is the function of the catalyst in that reaction, that you have to explain a bit. Okay, next, in the same manner for negative catalyst also. Next, name 3 biochemical catalysts found in the human body. So the enzymes are there, so different enzymes are there. The name of the enzymes you have to write here. Okay, amylase, pepsin and trypsin, lipase, these are there. So any 3 you have to write here. Okay, next, what do you observe when dilute sulfuric acid is added to granulated zinc, here we can observe the evolution of hydrogen gas. Okay, the bubbles of the evolution of hydrogen gas we are going to observe. Along with this, the reaction, it's there only in the book Zn, and we have done that also, Zn plus H2SO4. So we are going to get ZnSO4 plus H2, that is the evolution of hydrogen gas. Next, acha, see question number 6. Here we have to complete and balance the following chemical equation. So let us do this first, then we will do the rest part of this question number 5. Okay, so first of all, let's do this balancing, and you know what kind of questions may come from this balancing. See, the first one is nitrogen. This is question number 6. Okay, so the first one, nitrogen plus oxygen, here we are going to get NO. Okay, NO we are going to get. So if we balance it, 2 NO. Next, question number B, H2S plus HCl. No, H2S plus chlorine. HCl we are going to get in this, the product side we are going to get. So chlorine plus hydrogen sulfide, what we are going to get here? HCl, hydrogen chloride plus solid sulfur. So 2 HCl we are going to get here. Okay. Next, sodium plus water, the reaction between sodium plus water. Sodium is a very reactive metal, that's why we used to keep it under kerosene, so that and the reaction between sodium and water is explosive. If we keep them in contact, then we are going to get an explosion, and sodium hydroxide along with hydrogen gas will produce. Okay, so we have to balance it. 2 sodium we have to take here and 2 water also, then we are going to get 2 NaOH and 1 hydrogen molecule. Okay, next, sodium chloride plus AgNO3, question number D, NaCl, sodium chloride plus silver nitrate. This reaction we have done already. So here we are going to get a Cardi white precipitation of silver fluoride, AgCl. Okay, a precipitation, Cardi white precipitation of silver chloride we are going to get along with sodium nitrate, NaNO3. Okay, next, zinc plus H2SO4, the reaction which we are discussing, the question number 5, Zn, granulated zinc we are taking here plus H2SO4. Why we are taking granulated zinc? Because pure zinc, in granulated zinc we have copper as impurity, which will increase the rate of the reaction. So the reaction will be faster. Okay, with pure zinc also we can get the reaction, but then the rate of the reaction will be slow. So ZnSO4 plus hydrogen. So this reaction you can give for the example of a reaction where evolution of gases occur. Okay, so this is evolution of hydrogen gas we can see here, or this reaction also you can give. Acha, next, ferrous sulfate plus sodium hydroxide, question number F, FeSO4. This is light green in color, ferrous sulfate, aqueous ferrous sulfate plus sodium hydroxide, NaOH. So what we are going to get here? Ferric hydroxide it will give a dirty green precipitation. Okay, ferric hydroxide, ferrous hydroxide, this is ferrous hydroxide plus here we are going to get sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. Now how to balance it? We need 2 sodium hydroxide here. So FeOH whole 2 plus Na2SO4. Next, next 2 more are there. So question number G, lead nitrate PbNO3 whole 2. Okay, this we are going to heat in a dry test tube. We are heating this. So what we are going to get, first of all, lead oxide, which is yellow lead oxide, which we are going to get first. Along with this, nitrogen dioxide, which is reddish brown vapor of, this is reddish brown vapor of nitrogen dioxide. So here for this reaction, especially the observation will be reddish brown vapor of nitrogen dioxide along with a yellow residue. Okay, a yellow residue of lead oxide we are going to get here. Now let us balance this. We need 2 lead nitrate. So 2 PbO will be formed, 4 nitrogen dioxide will form along with 1 molecule of oxygen. Okay. Next, question number H. Question number H, barium chloride BaCl2 plus H2SO4, dilute H2SO4. So if we add this, we have done this reaction also, I have shown you. So barium sulfate, the precipitation white precipitation of barium sulfate we are going to get, plus we are going to get HCl. Okay, so this reaction is already balanced. 2 HCl we are going to get here, as H2 and Cl2 is there. Okay, so this is the balanced form of this equation. So question number 5, this part is left. Question number 5, this part is left. So this we are going to do in the next class. So you just try this at your home. I hope you can do it your own. Okay, because all the questions which are there, all the reactions which are there, that you will be getting in the book only. Okay, so again I am repeating this. Read the book, read all the chapters properly, especially this chemical equation, this chapter, and language of chemistry, these 2 chapters, because these 2 are new to you, especially this chemical equation chapter. And you just read these equations and practice it. Okay, so do that. In that way you do the preparation. Take very good care of yourself and keep studying. Have a nice day. Thank you.